Was Buster being no much Buster type towards it's your boy Cole Millie, aka Bucks the Coldest, aka Chief Bucks, but you can call me Sir Sammy, understand, stand me. So look, check it out. Folks say Thugger cannot come to the A. You don't even understand that. Who folks talking to? 12?
While it may be hard for some to understand Rich Homie speaking a language native to the streets of Atlanta,
folks is talking to the police, folks. Oh, phone them is. They begin like that, folks. I ain't gonna lie. That ain't cool, folks. I get those your mans, folks, but if that's your mans, why you going to the police? I don't understand.
what he's speaking on is the very murder that would cause the fall of YSL.
I got one of the biggest bloods in America with your money. I love it, Georgia.
There are
allegedly, they say Thugger and Rich Homie Quan fell out, folks. But I ain't gonna lie, even if y'all fell out, folks, and your homie was on the other side of folks, right? Why would you throw him up under the bus though? The 12. Why? I just don't understand it. It don't make sense. Like, if we keeping it 854, it don't make sense, folks. Like, if you gonna play the game, play it. How you halfway playing the game and playing both sides? You can't do that, folks. What are you doing? He tweaking, folks. He playing in the streets, I ain't gonna lie. That's exactly what he doing, folks.
casings up and down the street. Now, I'm told one of the men who was shot, a man in his mid-20s, is in critical condition, but that his status could change for the worse overnight.
Rich Homie Quan's former manager, Donovan Thomas, who went by the name Peanut or Big Nut, was a member of the Inglewood family Bloods. His 2015 assassination outside of an Atlanta barbershop would result in a back-and-forth war between Inglewood family and Sex Money Murder. The majority of the violence will be documented in the
Shout out 1090J, shorty.
YSL indictment. Prosecutors allege Youngthug was in communications with Sex Money Murder leader Kyle Ory, who's currently serving a life sentence in Georgia State Prison.
Folks got life when he get booked. What age did he get booked at, folks? It look like folks like 64 on bro.
Big Nut was said to have snitched against members of the gang, and prosecutors allege Youngthug orchestrated his death by renting the vehicle YSL members would later use to commit the drive-by that took Nut's life. After the hit, Thug and the alleged shooters would take a trip to Miami to lay low. Rich Homie Quan would speak with investigators explaining he never saw Thug in Atlanta after the murder.
Why are you even speaking on that to them? Like, I'm not saying I'm no gangster. I'm not saying I'm none of that, fool. Like y'all see me, fool. I just make videos and stuff like that, fool. At the same time, though, fool, how are you playing the streets, but then talking to 12 about the streets? It don't even make sense to me, fool.
He was going to confront him.
Like, if you grew up on the streets, fool, you know the rules of the trenches, fool. Like, I don't know, fool. I don't know what's going on nowadays, but why you call your homie and phone him Greg?
Miami show over the rumors that Thug played a part in Nut's death. Rich Homie would allege people knew Thug had something to do.
Free Thugger, man. Free that man. Thugger, man. Man. With this information, that make it worse for folks, don't it? Free that man. Free Melly too. Bro.
With it, but they couldn't prove it.
Free the real. Folks great.
He didn't say he isn't a rat and he isn't telling. He's just keeping it real with the investigators. Rich Homie would also allege Thug was jealous of the relationship he had.
But that basically is snitching though, folks. If you giving them intel and then you bring up folks' name. So you bring up both of them in one conversation, bro. That's basically snitching. And you told 12 where folks who want to go lay low at because he didn't go back to the A. It get wicked for like real life be lost for words.
With Nut, as Thug wanted to control the Atlanta music scene, and Nut was keeping Rich Homie at a distance from Thug. This wasn't all Rich Homie would speak on though. 2 pictures of the interview transcripts would make its way to News Made It. Rich Homie would state him and Thug frequented or resided in the same condominium leading up to Nut's death and that they were cool. But after the
Wait, what?
Condominium leading Rich Homie would state him and Thug frequented or resided in the same condominium leading up to Nut's death and that they were cool. But after the murder, they drifted apart. 14 minutes into the interview, Rich Homie would speak on his truck being shot up and immediately calling Youngthug, alleging his people were behind it. He'd then speak on his father's barber shop being shot up and knowing whoever did it had something to do with Nut's death. 4 months before Nut was killed, a gunman would open fire inside of a barber shop, striking Rich Homie's father 4 times. The barber shop had just been shot up a month prior to this incident. Investigators believe the attack stemmed from Rich Homie beefing with local rappers, but at the time, Rich Homie Quan denied the rumors. Now speaking with
Hold on.
investigators, when asked why his father would be targeted, Rich Homie explained at the time, him and Thug were doing shows together, but he was getting the most money. They wanted his dad out of the picture to further control Rich Homie's management, and they knew his dad was at the barbershop 24/7.
Folk. So you mean to tell me this is crazy, folk? I ain't saying none of this true. Cause folk, I didn't do this research on bro. Folks did. You hear me? Go on his channel if you wanna watch the original video on bro. At the same time though, folks. It's just crazy, folks. Folks in that room telling it all. His pop shop got shut up. His homie checked. Is folks in the streets though? Like he gotta have something to do with the streets, bro. He gots to. But talking to 12 is crazy, dog. Like, I know you got some bread for some attorneys, folks. Not trying to count your pockets. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much money you bring in. I don't care, folks. Like, and that's how it's supposed to be for y'all too, folks. Be like focused on yourself in your own world. It hits so much different. So much different. You just in your own world, folks. Ain't gotta listen to what people gotta say. Think with your own mind. I ain't gonna get too much into detail on that, but hey, on photo grade, I'm finna chop it out with y'all, folks. They go hate, look. They definitely go hate, folks. And you could tell it's something like Some people be having some stuff deep down they been wanting to say about you, but they ain't gonna say it, folks. They gonna wait till it's like a little situation, cause I ain't gonna say a lot of stuff be conditional, for a lot of stuff is temporary, for a lot of stuff in life is temporary, bro. Like everything is temporary, you know what I'm saying? So hey, be smooth, for I need y'all to be aware of what's going on. Even the people you keep in your circle, folks, that'll probably be the same one hating on you, folks. And I ain't saying this ain't got nothing to do with what they saying on the video, folks, but this like real life, folks. Look, I see life as a video game, folks. You ain't gotta see it like that. But the ones who see it like how I see it, folks, we go win, folks. And I'm not saying you can't win either. I'm just saying me and B them, we just ahead, folks. So that's what I need you to do. I need you to subscribe. And yeah, folks, it's a real life takeover. That's what we do. We just be doing our thing, bro. But at the same time, learning, you feel me? We have fun. We be tea. We watch videos. Feel me? If you go, you feel me? Do your thing, bro. Greg, wait, I ain't stopping you, folks. Oh, for them, I'm not stopping you. Do your thing, folks. Go watch the other video. Yeah, all the end. Folks, this is my channel, folks, so you don't know what that means. I'm going to have it paused for however long I want it to be paused. You want to know why? Because it's my channel, shorty, on Folks Greg. Look, folks, I need y'all to focus on yourself. Become the best you can possibly be. Bro. It's okay, folks, to have people around you that you trust. It's okay, folks. It's okay to have females that you love, folks. It's okay, folks. But just know if she leave you, you gonna still be okay, gang. Bro, it's okay to love her, folks. But if she leave one day, that's okay too. You wanna know why? Cause you gonna keep on doing you. Feel me? Keep y'all head up, be on point out her, folks. And I say that because, folks, it be a lot of snakes in the grass, bro. They just like, and then people be thinking they know you, folks. Don't nobody really know you, gang. Like, let's be honest, folks. Like, it's me talking to you, bro. Where like nobody really know you, folks. Like, you got different sides of you that you show for different people. Like, you one way with your OG, you one way with your parents, you another way with your friends, you another way with your brothers and sisters. Like, you feel me, bro? And then especially like when you continuing to up your life, you feel me? Unlocking your mind more, folks. People know you less and less. Hey, and there's gonna be people you gonna have to cut off in this, folks. Bro, Greg, you gonna have to cut some people off to get to the next level. It's required, bro. I'm telling you, gang. But it's only for the better. You feel me? Remember how I was telling you everything temporary, folks. So that goes with the expensive relationships too. So when the end of a relationship approach, you gotta be ready to just let it go. Bro.
He had no proof Thug was behind the shooting, but he did bring up an argument his dad had with Birdman. His father wouldn't share the details on what was said, but would later tell him, "We're gonna fall back from them." 22 minutes into the interview, Rich Homie was asked why he wouldn't sign with Birdman, and he explained other artists are constantly complaining about their financial situation. He felt he'd make more money on his own, and then later sign. Rich Homie would say that after Nut was killed, he didn't contact Thug, and Thug didn't contact him. Thug would move out of the condo about 2 weeks after the murder, and when asked why Thug called him bitch homie Quan 2 months after Nut's death, he didn't have an answer. Providing the investigator with Youngthug's phone numbers, the investigator asked if Thug ever made any threatening messages to him, but Rich Homie would state he's smarter than that. Roughly 30 minutes into the interview, the paperwork would be cut off. So
Wait, did they say he nodded to that?
30 minutes into the interview, but Rich Homie would state he's smarter than that. Roughly 30 minutes into the
I don't know what folks just said on Bro Graham.
interview, the paperwork would be cut off. So realistically, we don't know how long Rich Homie sat down with investigators, but we do know he's on the YSL witness list. This leaves the possibility,
For all of them names.
but we do.
For they got over 100 names against my shorty. Wow, on Bro Grave. Like, do you see all these names though, gangster? On folks, them boy, they is on that. People is telling it all, folks. Yeah. So you can see the 85 on the bitch. Like on Bro Grave though, like that is crazy for like that's really crazy for. And you can't have everybody around for. I'm telling you, especially moving how you moving, you gotta watch you have around you for. Cause just cause your mindset one way, that don't mean the next person mindset like that too. Feel me? You gotta watch you tell information too. Some stuff you gotta keep within, folks. You can't tell everybody everything, folks. Some people, some things you only supposed to know. Some things other people can know. You feel me? Watch the information that you give out. And folks, I give y'all some misleading information, or I give y'all some information embarrassing myself. You wanna know why? Cause I don't care, folks. I don't care. So be them, folks. If you got like even I don't like y'all know I be on my positivity stuff. But if it's anything negative for I be seeing the negative stuff that like people be throwing out there for I really this what I do for. I use your message, your comment, your time, cause that's what it really is. Time, energy. So I use that as motivation. And you wanna know what I do? Put out a positive message for beating so we can win even more shorty on Bro Grave. And I got some more stuff coming like got some real dogs coming real soon for but I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna let y'all see for yourself on Bro Grave. Look, folks. That's all I'm saying. No bull, no blizzy, no bloppers. Watch who you surround yourself around, folks. Oh, bro, that might be a homie one day, 5 years from now, but you still think that's gonna be a homie, folks? Or you probably don't know, huh? Cause you know everything temporary. Be on point, folks. Stand on your 10. Hey, don't let them play with you, folks. You feel me? It ain't no excuses neither, folks. You know, me and B no ain't making no excuses. We doing what we gotta do. And that's what we do. On photo grade, look, I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. I see how it just froze, but I love all my supporters. And for all the haters, keep hating. Me and B them finna go even crazy. Subscribe.